Turkey has once again become a focus of international air defense attention after reports emerged that Ankara is seeking to acquire used Eurofighter Typhoon fighter jets from Qatar. This move is understood to be part of Turkey's medium-term strategy to maintain its combat readiness while waiting for its domestically developed fifth-generation fighter jet, the Kaan, to be fully operational. In recent years, Turkey has faced significant challenges due to the limitations of its aging F-16 fleet. These jets have been the backbone of the Turkish Air Force for decades. However, their age and declining technology mean Ankara must quickly find a solution to avoid a decline in its air combat capabilities in the region. In this context, the option of purchasing Eurofighter Typhoons, either new or used, emerges as a pragmatic step for the Turkish government. Last July, Turkey signed a preliminary memorandum of understanding with the UK to purchase 40 Eurofighter Typhoons. However, ongoing negotiations regarding price, specifications, and delivery terms remain ongoing. Turkey considered the British offer too high for a fourth-generation jet that was no longer brand new. Furthermore, there were concerns that the production and delivery of the new Eurofighter would take years. The Turkish Air Force's needs were urgent, as it needed to maintain the balance of air power in the Eastern Mediterranean and Black Sea regions. This situation prompted Ankara to seek faster and more efficient alternatives, and Qatar emerged as an attractive option in Turkey's strategic calculations. The Gulf state has 24 Eurofighter Typhoon Tranche 3As, which are relatively new and possess high combat capabilities. Qatar began operating these jets in recent years as part of a major modernization of its air force. However, with changing regional dynamics and Qatar's focus on military cooperation with the West, some of this fleet appears to be underutilized. Regional sources reported that Turkey and Qatar have been in intensive talks regarding the possible transfer of part of this fleet. A report from Middle East Eye stated that an agreement between the two countries is close to being reached, although negotiations are ongoing. As a sign of seriousness, Turkish Defense Minister Yaşar Güler and Air Force Commander General Ziya Simulkadioglu paid an official visit to Doha. This visit was not merely diplomatic, but also to discuss technical matters regarding the potential acquisition of used Eurofighter Typhoons from Qatar. On the same occasion, Güler also met with Qatari Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister Saud bin Abdulrahman Al Thani. The meeting marked a significant milestone in the Turkish-Qatar defense relationship, which has long been closely linked across various sectors. Turkey and Qatar are known to have a strong strategic relationship, particularly after the two countries have deepened military cooperation in recent years. Within this framework, the purchase of used fighter jets can be conducted with greater flexibility than through formal negotiations with Western countries. However, any Eurofighter sale, including those made by Qatar, must obtain the approval of the Eurofighter Consortium. The consortium consists of the United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, Spain, and France, all of which have veto power over any aircraft transaction. Sources familiar with the situation say the consortium appears to favor a sale to Turkey. The primary reason is that Turkey is viewed as a strategic buyer with the potential to strengthen long-term cooperation in the European defense sector. Furthermore, Turkey is considered to have a sufficiently advanced defense industry capable of independently upgrading and maintaining the Eurofighter. This opens up the possibility that Turkey could eventually purchase the Tranche 4 version, which features an AESA radar system and advanced electronic capabilities. Meanwhile, the Turkish Ministry of Defense has not issued an official statement regarding the outcome of the meeting between Güler and Qatari officials. However, the ministry's silence is seen as an indication that the negotiation process is at a sensitive stage. An important context for this move cannot be separated from Turkey's withdrawal from the United States F-35 program in 2019. The U.S. move was a response to Ankara's decision to purchase the Russian-made S-400 air defense system, which was deemed a threat to the security of the F-35 technology. As a result, Turkey lost access to one of the world's most advanced fighter jets and faced a modern air power vacuum. Since then, Ankara has been scrambling to find alternatives, including modernizing its F-16 fleet and developing the national Kaan jet. However, the ambitious Kaan project will require a significant time frame to become fully operational. According to official plans, the first Kaan jet is expected to be delivered by the end of 2028. However, most analysts estimate that significant deliveries will not occur until around 2030. During this time frame, Turkey must find a transitional solution to fill the increasingly crucial air capability gap. The Turkish government recognizes that without additional new fighter jets, the balance of air power with neighboring countries like Greece could be disrupted. Therefore, purchasing